Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Rajana Tirapida Azlan. My metric number to 77665. Construction equipment and accessories are a vital part of any structural engineering works of infrastructure projects. Massive equipment and construction vehicles are involved in excavation and digging of huge quantities of earth, compacting and leveling transfer of materials and heavy loads, placement of construction materials, and construction process. Classification of construction equipment: earth moving equipment, hauling equipment, hoisting equipment, conveying equipment, aggregate and concrete production equipment, pile driving equipment, tunneling and rock drilling equipment, pumping and dewatering equipment. Operation involved in construction of any project: excavation, digging of large quantity of earth, moving them to distance which are sometimes by very long placement, compacting, leveling, dozing, grading, hauling. Next is excavating and earth moving equipment: power shovel, backhoe, dragline, clamshell, scrapers, bulldozer. Power shovel is to excavate the earth and to load the truck, capable of excavating all type of earth except hard rock. Backhoe, also known as hoe, back shovel, and push shovel, it is used to excavate below the natural surface on which it rests. Dragline, the dragline is so named because of its prominent operation of dragging the bucket against the material to be dug. Clamshell, this is so named due to the resemblance of its bucket to a clam, which is like a shellfish with hidden double shell. Trenching machine, used for excavating trenches for laying pipelines, wheels, cables. Operation is quick, giving the liquid deep or wide. Scrapers is unique machine for digging and long distance hauling of low-level materials. Bulldozer, the heavy blade attached to the tractor, push the material from one place to another. The tractor can be of the crawler or the wheel type. Classification of bulldozer: tractor, multi-purpose machine used mainly for pulling and pushing the other equipment. Overhead or gantry cranes, large service area freedom from floor obstruction. And three-way mobility: traveler cranes, traveler or bridge cranes have their crate moving on jigger which are supported on legs instead of on overhead. Gantry track used in overhead cranes. The legs are capable of moving on tracks laid on the floor. Tower cranes are actually direct crane mounted on a steel tower. Tower cranes are usually used for industry and residential high-rise buildings. Conveyor equipment is transporting material from one place to another over a stationary structure. Utility is increase the output. It facilitates continuity in operation. It results in time saving. There are no waiting periods. Some of the popular conveyors are as follows: bed conveyor, screw conveyor, bucket conveyor, aerial transport. Bed conveyor used when large quantity of material have to be conveyed over long distance of fast speed. The advantage of using belt conveyor is it can handle light as well as heavy metal, dry or wet, fine or coarse. It can for distance to cover several thousand tons. It can carry material horizontal. It lighter in weight than other conveyors. It gives controlled discharge. Screw conveyor, widely used for handling granular or fast material. Bucket conveyor has bulk in the shape of V, which are open on the top. Aerial transport is through cableway, ropeways, and tramways. Aggregate and concrete production equipment has to be produced at the site if the quantity need is large. Aggregate production equipment, crush are used mainly to reduce the size of large stone, rock, smaller uniform size aggregate for concrete mix. Jaw crushes, it is one of the primary crushes. Jittery crush is another type of primary crush. Cone crush are used on secondary or tertiary crush. Rock crush is also one of the secondary or tertiary crushes. Hammer mills is one of the impact crusher, mostly used is primary or secondary crusher. Rod mill and ball mill is a tertiary crusher. A rod mill consists of a circular steel shell. Concrete production plants, it is for mixing different ingredients in liquid preparation. Pile driving equipment, the process of pile driving involves lifting the piles in position, holding it to diffuser or to a specified depth. Okay, this is the summary of chapter 11 about machine. Thank you from me.
This is the machines that we use when buildings.